whatever. Like I know what the Whiterun theme sounds like, but why does that mean? Why is that even a thing? Like I'm not even complaining about my life right now. I'm talking about money in general. It's a troll meme. It's a dumb meme. Then like trolls are fucking idiots. They really are. Like their whole idea of like making fun of somebody is like calling them Dale or Richard. It's like, is your name Brad? No, it's not. It's Luke. Your name's Luke. Let me play the song I like, and when we're gonna listen to Luke talk. Fucking. How much would I get if I sold all my cars? Probably nothing, honestly. I'd probably owe somebody else money. I just find it so dumb, like how trolls do that. I hear darts. I I've flipped my share of cars. I have. Like I always stay on the hunt for a good deal, but like I only do easy flips. Like I'm not the type of guy that's gonna buy a car and change a head gasket on it. I generally do body work stuff. Like for me, like what I like to do is I like to get a car that people are frustrated with that's maybe got a busted tail light or a bumper cover or something like that, and like I'll just wet sand the headlights out, go to car-part.com, buy another bumper cover off, and have it sent to my house and just change the bumper cover and make the car look presentable. Give a give a good deep clean. I got Mr. Peanut, wonderful detailer. He does great work. So like $40 with Mr. Peanut, boom, the car is clean. I can take whatever money I invested into it and get more money than I invested into it out of it. And especially in this area right here, low income like economy cars sell like hotcakes. It's pretty much printing money. I disagree, Marquise the Navigator. Cars can be fun too, right? Cars can be a hobby. Cars can be an enjoyment. Like to me, I love driving. That's why I wasn't too bummed out when the troll tricked me into driving for a chance to get a PS5 because driving doesn't bother me. I love driving. I love my cars. Like I love listening to music. I love the feel of the seat. I love just cruising down the highway. Well, the Crown Prince. I usually change the bumper cover and all the other shit myself. I let somebody else clean the shit. Besides, Mr. Peanut need to make money too. Uh, car-part.com. It basically links all the junkyards from all across America, and you get the best price, and you can call them and they'll just ship it to you. Well, I never get to clean my car because my car's always fucking spotless. Like I clean my car as I go. Like I don't leave trash in my car. Every time I put gas, anything that's loose in the car, I throw it in the trash. Like the only thing I really got to do every now and then is I take a soft bristle brush and a vacuum and just go over the carpet. And I have to and I have floor mats. I have these big rubber floor mats. So you take those out, you hang them up, and you hit them with a water hose. Let them dry in the sun. How often do I wash my car? Normally don't, honestly. Like what I usually do is I'll wax it. I'll have it waxed once a year, and then let the rain just wash it off. But I'm probably gonna put a ceramic coating on my truck eventually. Like when I That's something I want to do, but that's gonna be what eight or $900 to ceramic coat it, and that'll be. I mean, it's good for 5 years. Yeah, and we don't have salt here. We don't have snow. We don't. We get leaves. We don't get snow. No, I don't have a garage. No, I'm lucky. I'm a YouTube guy, and I have a dude that does like car detailing, not Mr. Peanut, but like professional detailing that watches my channel. So he hooks me up usually. Like, ceramic coating is an epoxy. It's basically glass. It's like a liquid form of glass you put over top of the paint. So like when something goes, like for example, like you spill something on it, it beads off. If it gets dirty, you can just take a water hose and rinse it off. It's really cool. It protects it from the sun and all the other UV rays. Protects the paint from fading. Protects you from getting scratches. It's a good investment if you plan on keeping a car. Which I don't plan on keeping this truck, so like it might not be a good investment for me. My truck's brand new. Why would I need to get the paint corrected? Like my truck has, I think I just hit 14,000 miles on my truck. I promise you it doesn't. Because I don't let anybody touch my shit that's gonna use a towel. Like all my towels got to be microfiber and everything else. Like the only swirls it might have in it is from like sand on the road, but even then the wax usually takes care of that. The 2018. See you, White Jags. Honestly, I love the way it makes me feel. Like I'm on 75 milligrams right now. He also gave me all tracks in case something goes wrong. But like I'm on 75 milligrams now, and this thing makes me feel way better than Lexapro did. Like it lets me keep my personality, but it takes all the anxiety away. A fixer. EFFEXOR. A fixer. It takes 4 to 6 days, but it starts working immediately. It takes up to 6 weeks to build up a supply of it. Am I happy? I don't think I'm ever happy, but my brain's in control. Well, I'm in control, not my brain's feeling. Like generally, I suffer from manic depression, and I have terrible anxiety. Like I don't think you guys understand how bad my anxiety is. Like my leg shakes constantly. I have a horrible fear of failure. No, my wife makes me happy as hell. I'm a lucky motherfucking man. I couldn't ask for a better girl. No, Cold War's not done with. But I'm probably gonna wait until they patch in gunfight before I go back to it. Like I just don't enjoy the multiplayer. Yeah. I guess we'll wait a little more than a month. We'll try it out again because I like gunfight. I just don't like. I'm just not a big fan of the multiplayer. Oh, good. They had Nuketown next week. Ooh, really want to play fucking Nuketown. Got my truck. The only problem I have with this truck, like it has the LTZ wheels. I have I have the LT Z71. This is this has the LTZ wheels on it. How do you drive such a small truck? Lots good weight loss. Good weight loss, lots of discipline. It has the transmission skid plate on it. Which is funny because like on the back of the truck, it's an LT on the back of the truck, but it's got LTZ wheels. On the interior. Interior has like the center console with the touchscreen navigation. Back door's open. So like it's an LTZ interior, but it says it's an LTZ71 on the exterior. So do with that what you will. I don't care if Kyle's talking trash about me, dude. Kyle can talk trash about me to the end of fucking time, as far as I care. That's up to him. LTZ is basically the luxury chrome package. Like to me, I don't like chrome. That's why I didn't go with an LTZ truck. Like certain things, like for example, like I keep my phone in a case. So like the wireless charging feature they have in the truck didn't work. So like the only real benefit from the LTZ than the one I got was it had heated and cooled leather seats and a Bose sound system. I never use heated and cooled leather seats in South Carolina. I just don't. A Mustang had them. My 2002 truck had heated seats. My black F-150 had them. I never used them. It's just something else to break. So like it was whatever. So like I just got cloth seats because you don't have to worry about wearing shorts and things like that when you get in your truck. And like had everything else I wanted on it. Like I wanted the max tow package. I wanted 4-wheel drive. I wanted a backup camera, and it had all that. And the only thing I really wanted I didn't get was the Bose system. But I could fix that aftermarket, which I most likely will. I'll probably end up putting a 10 JL audio hitter in there, and I'll probably put some JL audio fucking speakers in there and amplify both of them. And just fucking bowl out, boy. Be better than a Bose. Yeah, I only really fuck with JL Audio or Rockford Fosgate. That's the only people I fuck with when it comes to music. I play Crossplay on, dude. Yeah, I be playing the Blake Shelton on my sub. Mm. Would I recommend becoming a streamer? No. Let me see what this looks like. Deal audio stealth box. That shit does look tight. Make it in the did it make it for the did it make it for the Silverado? 2018 Silverado stealth box.
We better get back, because it'll be dark soon, and they mostly come at night. Mostly.
Black guy. New truck. Here it is. Custom fit fiber enclosure. Two 10-inch D8 subwoofers. Fits up. Temporarily unavailable. Fuck you. You selling shit, Crutchfield, if you can't buy it. And these motherfuckers want $1,200. Suck my dick. Oh. It's a Serta work eye work comfort. I don't know what I'm getting for lunch yet, dude. Oh, might have a sleep for lunch. I woke up early today because like it was fucking freezing. Younger. We had a few fights when I was younger, but nothing I would actually call a fight as an adult. I've won every fight I've been in because I cheated on every fight I've been in. Because it doesn't shut, because it ain't got a handle on it. My thing with fighting is I don't do it. And if I get to the point I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna cheat. Like if I can pick something up and hit you with it, or spray you in the face with some mace, or spray you in the face with a can of white spray paint, I'm down, boy. Well, most people won't. Most people won't take it to that level.
Switch to DCS ranging.
240.
Nowadays, the motherfuckers want to fight. I just bring out the big Colt 4.5. Tell them to get back in their fucking shit and get on. You can go fight motherfuckers like a man all you want. I'm gonna stay over here and keep all my shit intact. Cause that fight, that whole like down your sword shit, that shit ain't that ain't the play. That ain't the fun. Like brandishing a weapon when you're in fear of your life is not a crime. Brandishing a weapon like when you're sitting in traffic because somebody like cut you off, that's a crime. Hmm. I seen this one video where these dudes fought like a man. Dude knocks the guy out, and then he like gets on his like arm, and then breaks both of his arms while he's knocked out. No, thank you. If that, I'm thinking to myself, if that dude just pulled out the big Colt 45, he wouldn't be in this situation right now. When can you actually use your gun? Depends on what state you live in, EFC. But in South Carolina, we have a thing called the Castle Doctrine. Castle Doctrine means that anytime somebody threatens you or threatens you and you fear for your life, like somebody is actively coming to hit you, you can use lethal force to defend yourself. But the fact is, where this gets like hazy is if the like for example, if you pull the gun and the guy backs away, he's no longer coming to defend you, so you're no longer allowed to shoot him. There was a crime where there was a case where a guy this happened with a guy. He basically stopped, and there was this lady that was parked in a handicap park, and he didn't like the fact she was parked in a handicap park, so he started talking to her, like he was talking really loud to her. And her boyfriend comes out the store, and her boyfriend starts running up to him, and like he feels threatened because he's running up to him, so he pulls his pistol. And as soon as he does, the boyfriend starts to back away, puts his hands up and backs away, but the guy shoots anyway. And he ends up killing the guy. And he goes to jail for like 30 years because of that split second decision where like the guy stopped and started backing away and he still decided to fire. You got to make sure that if you're going to defend yourself, the guy is 100% dead set on hurting you even after he's seen the gun. Because like it all depends on the action. How did they know he backed away? Because it was on camera. It was in a convenience store. And convenience stores have cameras outside to watch the gas pumps, and he was happening to be in line so they could see it. Castle Doctrine doesn't only apply in your home; it applies anywhere that is considered your home. Like if you're within 5 feet of your vehicle, Castle Doctrine applies because that's considered public easement, but it's still considered part of your home. Like your car is considered part of your home. That's why they're not allowed to do illegal searches and seizures. Like they have to have a reason to search your car because that's considered your personal property and it falls under all that. The thing with shooting somebody in the leg versus shooting somebody in like the chest area, generally if you're going to have any kind of like confrontation where it's going to escalate to lethal violence, you you should you like here's the thing. If you have time to shoot somebody in the leg, you're not in danger, right? Or you don't fear for your life. It actually is worse on you if you pull a gun out and shoot somebody in the leg on purpose. Because if you had time and you were in a state of mind to pull a gun out and actively diffuse the situation by shooting somebody in the leg, which shooting them in the leg can kill them. Let's not live in this world where video games, like video games. Certain bullets ricochet, break bone, cut arteries. There's a main artery that goes down your right leg called the femoral artery. No, never mind. It's just, I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. But there's an artery that goes down it goes down your leg. That's a main artery that you can bleed out for in seconds. I mean, that bullet can go in the leg and come out your stomach. It can just bounce all around inside of you, tearing shit up. But if you actively do that without shooting center mass, it hurts your case of self-defense. It hurts your case of self-defense because generally you shoot until the threat goes away. So what you want to do is you want to aim center mass, you want to fire. Because one, you don't know, once you pull that trigger for the first time, even if the guy just wanted to beat you up, you've now turned it into a fight for survival. And that guy gets shot in a place that just gets him upset. He's got adrenaline now. And he most likely will beat you to death or take your gun from you and kill you. So it's best to shoot center mass. It's best to do something with stopping power. And if you have time to take your gun and aim and like shoot his like middle finger off or something like that, you're not actually in danger. What Boogie did was legal until he shot the gun in the air. Warning shots are illegal, especially in public, especially in like urban environments. You most likely got fined for shooting a gun in a public environment. It's called illegal discharge. Right, warning shots can kill somebody accidentally because those bullets do come down at 161 miles an hour. Or 169 or something like that. Whatever terminal velocity is. It might be 129. Yeah, Boogie had a guy come out to his house and was threatening him. So he came out to the door with a pistol. And he told the guy to leave. And the guy wasn't leaving. He was sitting there talking shit. And then he shot a bullet. He shot one in the air to get the guy to leave. And that's you can't do that in a public environment or an urban environment. Well, War Machine, unarmed person still can kill you. Right? Let's be real about this. If Mike Tyson wanted to beat somebody to death, very easily could do it. Very easily could do it, right? And like, you have the right to defend yourself, even if you're not getting killed. Like, you have the right to defend yourself from maiming as well. Like, nobody has the right to come on at you and maim you or beat you till you need plastic surgery, break your arm, do things like that. The real key to behind this is don't fucking fight. Don't fight people. If you don't like what somebody has to say, walk the fuck away. Right? Try to do everything possible to avoid doing to escalating things. Certain people like picking fights. They do. But I've noticed this, and this might be just me, but generally people with lower education pick more fights. right? Because it's what they're good at. They like the rush. They like the adrenaline rush, and they feel like if they can't problem solve in their head, they instantly go to fighting. What level's my education? Some college. You're right, 672. But like the person that knows how to throw a jab has fought more than they'd like to fight. Like generally, when you learn how to throw a good jab and a good hook, you took boxing lessons, and you've probably been hitting the head 200 or 300 times or more in your life, probably thousands of times with headgear on. And like when you have a talent like that or a skill set, and you know somebody else doesn't have it, like it's you got to take pity on them, honestly. What if what if you're like Chuck Liddell, right? And you got some guy that just says, "You don't want to test me, dog. I get really mad. I see red." You think that's gonna bother Chuck Liddell that you see red and get really mad? Okay, whatever. Chuck Liddell still choke you out and have you shit yourself in the middle of the room. You could be Floyd Mayweather. Why ain't you making that money, dog? You need me to schedule a fight for you? I can't get you a Mayweather fight. I can get you Charlie Z. Charlie Z beat Mayweather Senior. Help catapult you into stardom. Yeah, I probably could too, Marcus. How much for the pedestal in the back? Nah, pedestal dog. I bought that at a yard sale for $6. I look fat as hell right now. Holy moly! Mm. Yep, Harridan. That's another thing. Like people talk about Brazilian jiu-jitsu and everything. Life gets crazy when a pocket knife comes out. Like pocket knife is an equalizer. And that's another thing you got to factor in when you're like, especially where I live at. Almost everybody carries a pocket knife. Like I don't carry a pocket knife anymore, but I used to carry a Kershaw lock blade. And I mean, I think I asked for a Leatherman knife for Christmas. I used to. I used to have a concealed carry, but I let it go because they wanted $75 a year for it, and I never used it. Like I was just paying a bill. I don't know if butterfly knives. Hey, Granny, come up here. You need to take your ass to get your claws cut. Right. Like me carrying a pocket knife was never for self defense. It was like for opening bags of chips and you know opening boxes and things of that nature. It's just like a tool that you keep on you, and that's why I asked for a Leatherman. Like I like to have the the ability to have like a pair of pliers, a screwdriver, and things like that on me at all times. A big ass cat. Rocco's a big ass cat. Like Grayson is about the average size of cat. Them kettle brands hard as fuck to open. I'm gonna tell you what's hard to open is fucking what was that the other day I had trouble opening? Hey bud. I forgot what it is. Let me go get Rocco. I want to show how big Rocco is. Oh. An asthma attack. Now this is a big old kitty. Oh, this is a big kitty.
Switch to DCS ranging.
240, nominal to profile.
We're in the pipe. 5 by 5.
That's a big old kitty kid. Rocco let me hold him as long as I want, but he don't like being held. Like he'll let me like we had my little niece Rain come over the other day, and she was carrying him around like. She was like carrying him around like this, like through the house, and he let her do that. Like Rocco don't really get mad at people. He just don't like to be held. He prefers not to be. A Melody Zelda, I got your message the other day, and I went and looked. I couldn't find the thing anymore, dude. It'd be tough for a dog when the cat's around bigger than you. She knows she don't mess with Rocco. Rocco don't play that shit. But Grayson's at fair game. Dude, man, is so submissive. Grayson. Yeah, but everybody's like, "Oh, Grayson's such a big cat." Nah, Rocco's. There's a reason I call him Big Rock. It's like he is. Rocco is thick with 3 C's. Like he's not even overweight. Like people are like, "Oh, you overfeed him." I don't. He's the exact weight he's supposed to be. He's just a big cat. The big old kitty. But I like big cats. Like when I went to get Rocco, I wanted a bigger cat. This is what my wife wants. This is the wife's.
We better get back, because it'll be dark
Hey,
soon,
Duarto,
and they
thanks for
mostly come
subscribing.
at night. Mostly.
You want a Mancoon? I was looking for a Mancoon. I wanted a Mancoon that looked like a bobcat. Couldn't find one, at least not at the shelter. And I wasn't about to pay $1,300 for a damn cat, especially when there's so many cats at the shelter that need a home. I've seen a Savannah cat. They're big. I seen one when I was delivering pizzas. I was a young man. I delivered pizzas for Domino's, and like this house on 905 had like this huge fucking cat, and it happened to be a Savannah. And like that motherfucker, like, oh my god, he was like the size of a golden retriever. So, am I getting a horse? You should get a lynx cat, dog. Nah, I'm good. I'm done with animals right now. I'm done with animals. You're a massive fan? Ooh. Ooh. Cool. There's certain things. I like the PS5. I honestly do. There's certain things I wish it was better. I wish it had an optical port. Honestly. I mean, like, or at least do it like an HDMI splitter. Like you can put a splitter in, put an HDMI cable, or one's an HDMI cable, one's an optical port. That'd be nice too. I think you can. Yeah, you can plug a mouse and keyboard and play on the PS5 directly. But there's only 3 USB ports. There's two 3.0s on the back, and I think one 2.0 on the front. They removed the optical port because HDMI audio is supposedly better, but like a lot of like headsets use optical ports. What it is, I'm gonna need to go get another headset eventually. What it actually needs to be. Jimmy, listen, I don't have Cold War installed right now, man. Ooh, Desma. All right, boys. I want to thank Marlene for the $50 donation. I'm gonna go take a break and get lunch and things like that. And like later today, we'll probably do some gunfight. I hope everybody had a wonderful time. And I hope everybody came out and enjoyed yourself. Appreciate everybody who sticks around. Thank you, 672. Thanks everybody for chilling with your boy. I'm out 5,000. You guys have one.